Well, dear students, welcome again. Welcome back to a new lecture of Principle of Concrete Structure Design. This is lecture number 13, and we will start the new example, new problem of two-way slab design. And the previous lectures, we have studied one-way slab design, two-way slab design numericals. Right now, this is the numerical which is completely related to your project. And remember that when you come to my lecture after the holidays, after this Mid-Autumn Festival, these steps of the project should be completed. When you come to my next lecture, slab design of your project should be completed. When you come to my next class, after the holidays, your slab design of the project should be completed. Okay, I will check. You have to submit your slab design. You have to show me your slab design of your project, which I have given you. I will try to give you the marks on that project. This is the first step. After the holidays, I will check your slab design. Okay. If any one of you didn't submit the assignment number 1 or what else, the project after the holidays, remember that you will get 0 marks from me. If you want to take the marks from me, if you want to get or if you want to score good, you have to submit all the tasks on its own time. So, in the next class after the holidays, I will check your project first step, that is slab design of the project. You have to submit your slab design. Okay, let's try to start your lecture. Begin. Before starting this lecture, do you have any question, dear students? If any one of you have any question in one way or two way slab design, please ask me. Mr. Dragon, Mr. Charlie, Mr. Sean, Bruce Wayne, Mr. Bell, Eric, Small, Strong, Fario, whatever, all the students, if you have any question in this topic or like two-way slab design and one-way slab design, please ask me. If you have any question, please ask me.
Teacher, can you explain the homework in the holiday clearly? I can understand.
Listen, I have given you a project. I have assigned you a project. This is a group task. Did you remember that you have created 5 students group? It's a group task and you have to complete a two-way slab design of your project. This is your project. Let me show you. This is your project. Okay. You have to submit the complete design of slab. Slab design should be completed and these holidays. This is your homework. When you come to my next class, your slab design should be completed. This dimension is 60 feet. Do you remember that? This dimension is also 60 feet. This is your term project. This is your homework. Clear? This is panel 1, as I told you, panel 1, panel 1, panel 1. This will be panel 2, panel 2, panel 2 and panel 2. And this will be your panel 3. Clear? You have to design 3 panels inside it. All the data which is given to you and the previous chapter, chapter number 3, I have assigned you this project. your first step of the project should be completed in these holidays. Okay, when you come to my lecture, in the next lecture, your slab design should be completed. This slab design should be completed, and you can get help from this example. Example number, this is the example. Let me show you. Example number 4. From this example, you can take the help. This example is very similar to the project which is assigned to you. This is your group task. What is your group number, Mr. Whom should it ask? Mr. Bell, what is your group number? Do you remember?
Sorry, I don't remember.
Let me show you. Okay. I have the group list. This is your group list. Mr. Bell, 2018. So let me, yeah, your group number is 4, right? These are your group members. Can you see that?
Yes.
These are your group members, and your group number is 4. Okay, so you have to use the group number, that is 4, and these are your group members. Work with these members: Wilson, Mr. Bell, Blues, Leo, and 7. All these are your group members. You have to work with them and complete this slab design. Okay, when you come to my next class after the holidays, I will check your slab design. I am going to solve a numerical example number 4. This example number 4 is very similar to your project. Try to understand this example. Okay, this is very similar to your project. Let's try to solve this example number 4. And before starting this lecture, I want to ask you that, do you have any question? Dear students, do you have any question?
This project is finished by our team, and we should put 5 projects, or just put on
one project, only one project. 5 students should submit only one project. Okay, don't need to submit 5 projects. 5 students should submit only one project. I will check only, there are 20 groups, so I will check 20 projects. Okay, I will not check, there are 104 students in this class, I will not check 104 files. I will check only 20 files. And if you are, for example, Mr. Bell, your group number is 4. If there is any mistake, any error, any question is wrong in your project, your all group members, there are 5 students in your group, your all group members will lose their marks. For example, your beam design is wrong. So Mr. Bell, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Whatever, all the 5 students, I will deduct 1, 2, or 3 marks from all of you, because this is the responsibility of your all of the group. This is not the responsibility of one student. If any question is wrong, if there is any mistake, it means all group is wrong. Okay, understand? If there is any question, please ask me. Any student, Mr. Dragon, Charlie, Jack, for you, do you have any question?
Teacher, the project, the slab of one of the floors of this 1 or 3.
It's a 1 story. Let me show you your project. If you don't remember, is in chapter number 3, I guess. Chapter number 3 of Hygiene Demand. Oh, it is in chapter number 4. At the end of the chapter, this is over here. Can you see that? The final submission of your project will be 25 December. Sorry. Yeah, 25 December of this semester. This is the final submission date. Okay, you will have sufficient time to submit your projects. It is, if you can see, Mr. Dragon, can you see that? It is a one-story office building. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Don't need to solve it for 3-story. It's a one-story office building. There are 3 spans inside it. FC prime value is 3000, FY value is 60,000, dead load is 60 PSF, live load is 50 PSF. Size of the building is 60 feet by 60 feet. It means that each panel, each dimension, this is 20 feet, this is 20 feet, this is 20 feet. Similarly on this direction, 20 feet, 20 feet and 20 feet. Clear? The panels which I have explained it for you, this is panel 1, this will also be considered as panel 1, this is also panel 1, and this is also panel 1. When you come to my next class, I will check your slab design. This is panel 2, this is panel 2, this is panel 2, and this is panel 2. Okay, these panels are equal, and this will be panel 3. Clear? You have to design all these panels. Just try to understand example number 4. Example number 4 is very similar, very same or similar, and every manner that it is very same as or similar to your project. When you understand example number 4, you can understand how to solve this project. Okay, let's try to solve example number 4. Do you have any question? If any one of you have any question, please ask me. Yes, Mr. Dragon?
You can start your lecture.
Okay, let's start your lecture, and if any one of you have any question, you can ask me anytime. This is example number 4. Example number 4 is very similar to your project. Try to understand this example. Okay, if you understand this example, it means you can solve your project. Example number 4 is 100 by 60 feet dimension. Means this building dimension, this building have 2 dimensions. This dimension is, this length is 100 feet, and this width from here to here, this width is 60 feet. Okay, 3-story commercial building. It's a 3-story building. The grids of column plane are fixed by the architect. But remember that in this example, we will only try to solve the slab of only 1 floor. Okay, I will try to solve the slab of only 1 floor of this 3-story building, so that you can understand all the method. The teaching of this example is for understanding of your project. Okay, did you understand which is what data is given to you? 100 feet and 60 feet is the dimension of the project of this example, and slab of 1 floor will be designed in this example. The data which is given to you, this is 7-inch slab thickness, means HF or H minimum, that is 7 inches. You can also use this same data in your project. Okay, column size is 14 by 14 inches, beam size is 14 by 20 inches. Superimposed dead load is no, there is no superimposed dead load, means there is no layer of mud, there is no layer of tile. So that's why it is equals to 0, or it is or it can be same, it can be said that it is a nil. Self weight, as I told you, self weight of the any member can be calculated by 0.15. It is the gamma concrete multiplied by this thickness will gives you the self weight, self dead load of the slab, and live load which is given to you, that is 144 PSF. Clear? But in your project, if you remember, your project have different values. Your dead load is, I guess, 60 PSF, and live load is, I guess, 50 PSF. So for your project you have to use these values, but in this example I am using this data, that dead load is self weight of the slab and live load is 144 PSF. When you are calculating for your project, you have to add the self weight of the slab. Okay, this self weight should be added with the dead load, this self weight. When you are calculating your project, this is your project, for example, project load can be calculated. This is your project loads can be calculated by dead load will be 60 plus self weight. Self weight can be calculated by this way, 0.15 multiplied by 7/10, which gives you the answer of self weight, plus 60 will gives you the answer, that is dead load. And live load can be calculated by this is in this example, but in your project case it is 50 PSF. Clear? Is it clear, Mr. Dragon, Bruce Wayne, Mr. Bell? Okay, let's continue.
How to calculate the WU?
WU, okay.
1.4 multiplied deadline.
As I told
Add
you,
the
WU can
1.6 multiply live load.
1.2
1.2
dead load plus 1.6 live load. Remember this formula.
Yeah.
WU is equals to WU is equal to 1.2 dead load plus 1.6 live load. Okay. And this dead load is, in your project you can calculate this dead load equals to 60 plus self weight of the slab. Self weight of the slab can be calculated by this method. Unit weight of the concrete multiplied by thickness of the slab. Okay, you will get the answer, that is self weight of the slab. Clear? Any question? Mr. Fario, do you have any question? Yes, Mr. Dragon.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, Mr. Bell.
I wonder now where is the live load from?
Live load is given in the question. You have to. It will be given in the question. For example, an example number 4. This dead load is not given. It is initially it is 0, and live load is 144 PSF. Okay. But in your project, when you are solving your project, I have given you the value. This is 60 and this is 50. Okay. But in this example, I didn't provided you the dead load. Only live load is given, that is 144 PSF. So dead load means the self weight of the structure. Dead load is the self weight of the structure. The existing value of dead load is not available, so it will be the self weight of the structure. And live load is given in the question, that is, it is given that this is given data that slab thickness is 7 inches, column size is 14 by 14, beam size is 14 by 20, superimposed dead load is 0. There is no superimposed dead load. Self weight of the slab, the dead load can be calculated by self weight of the slab. So this will be considered as dead load. and live load is 144 PSF, so it will be 0.144 KSF. How can we calculate this WAU? WAU can be calculated by this formula, that 1.2 dead load plus 1.6 live load. 1.2 dead load value is 0.0875 plus 1.6 live load value is 0.144. Put these values together, you will get the answer that is equals to 0.336. Okay, Mr. Bell. Okay, and your first step is to divide this complete slab. Can you see, this is a complete slab, this is the complete slab of this project. You have to divide it into panels, and this project, this panel 1 is same, as you can see that. Clear? This is the orientation, sizes of the members, loads, application, everything is same in panel 1. Panel 2 orientation is same. Panel 3 are same with one another. Can you see all these panel 3 are, there are 4 panels, there are named as panel 3, these panel 3 are same. And panel 4 are also same. Okay, the size of each panel is 25 feet and the width of each panel is 20 feet. Clear? Do you have any question in this data? And one more thing, what is the column size? Column size is 14 by 14 inches. This column size is, I have explained it yesterday that this is 14 by 14 inches. Okay, this column size is 14 by 14 inches. So all these boxes, you can see these boxes, these are all these boxes are in this project. This shows that these are the columns, and we are, when we are trying to use the center line method, that center line method shows that from this center line to this center line, this dimension is 23.83 feet, and from this center line to this center line, this dimension is 18.83 feet. Why it is 23.83 and why it is 18.83? Can anyone give me the answer? Mr. Bell, Bruce Wayne, Dragon, why it is 18 and why it is 23?
14 divided 2 equals 7. Double 7.
Yes.
Double 7 divide 12 equal 1.
Actually,
just like this.
Yes, I can understand. Actually, as you can see, this dimension and this dimension is, as you can, as I have marked here, this is 7 inches. The total dimension of this column is 14 inches. So from 25 feet minus 7 plus 7 inches. This, why this 7 plus 7? 7 on this side and 7 on this side, divided by 12, which will gives you the answer that is equals to 23.83. Similarly, in this way, 20 minus 7 on this side and 7 inches from this side. Clear? 7 plus 7 divided by 12, which will gives you the answer that is equals to 18.83 feet. Clear? You can also, you have to use this center line method in your project. Okay, When you have already used this method, then now we can solve our numerical for panel 1. Panel 1, as you can see, this is LB side, or let me use another color. This is LB side of the panel and this is LA side of the panel. You can see if I am considering this panel 1, this side is discontinuous, this side is also discontinuous, and one sides are continuous. So can you please tell me which case is this one? If this is my panel, this side is continuous and this side is also continuous. This is LB and this is LA. Mr. Bell, can you please tell me which case is this one? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Which case is this one?
I think is the 4.
Yes, it is 100% 4. This is case number 4. Okay, so first of all, we have decided that this is you can see that this is case number 4. So from this, once you have decided the case number 4, then you need to calculate M value. This is LA divided by LB. LA value is, as I have shown you, this is 18.83 and LB value is 23.83. Clear? So LA divided by LB, you will get the answer 0.78, which is approximately equals to 0.80. So case 4, M value is 0.80. Case is 4. As you can see, this is case number 4. M value is 0.80. Now, can we calculate the coefficients? Ca negative from this numerical, that is Ca negative value is 0.071. You can see that this is Ca negative table. Table 1 is for Ca negative. So, this is the value which is over here, intersection point, case 4, and value of M, that is 0.8. So the intersection point, that is the Ca negative value, is 0.071. Clear? Similarly, Cb negative is 0.2029. Ca positive dead load is 0.039. Similarly, Cb positive dead load is 0.016 for case 4, and M value is 0.8. And Ca positive live load, you can see this table is for Ca positive live load, or if I want to make it zoom, you can see this is Ca live load positive moment. Clear? So this value is for case number 4. The value of Ca positive live load is 0.80. Clear? And Cb positive live load, as you can see, this is case number 4. Cb positive live load is 0.020. Clear? Do you have any question till now? Any one of you? Mr. Bell, Bruce Van, Dragon, Mr. Alex, Mr. Charlie, Eric, any one of you have any question till now? Okay. Once you have calculated these coefficients, or you have found these coefficient values from these all 6 tables, table A1 to A6. So once you have completed these coefficient values, now you can calculate the moment by using these values. Moments can be calculated, as I told you. This is Ma negative, can be calculated by this formula, as we have explained before. CB negative can be calculated by this formula, CMA positive can be calculated by this formula, and MB positive can be calculated by this formula. These are the coefficient values which we have calculated already. Coefficient values from the 6 tables, and WU dead load, WU live load, and WU. All these things have already been calculated. WU dead load is equals to, as I told you, the self-weight of the slab multiplied by 1.2 will gives you the answer, that is WU dead load. And WU live load is equals to 1.6 multiplied by 0.144, which gives you the answer, that is equals to 0.2304. And WU value is the summation of these two values will gives you, that is 0.336. Use these values which I have encircled here, put these values and these in these formulas, you will get the answer. And remember that your LB value is, you can see this is LB value, that is 23.83, and LA value is 18.83. okay, put these values in these formulas, you will get these 4 moments. You will get these 4 moment values. Okay, just your calculation is to calculate these moments. Dear students, the call is going to be disconnected. Please join it again. This is few seconds remaining. Call will be disconnected automatically. Please join it again. Mr. Bell, Mr. Dragon, do you have any question till now?
Hello, teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, Mr. Bell or Mr. Dragon, please. One by one, ask me the question one by one.
We have the same question. Is that can you explain the WU, the dead load, and the WU live load again?
Okay, let me explain you. Wait. See on the board. Let me use the board so you can easily understand. Listen, let me compare 2 projects. This is your project. Okay, and this is class example number 4. Okay, your project data and the example which I am solving here. The dead load and this your project that is 60 PSF and live load is 50 PSF. And my example, the example which Mr. Dragon and listen, Mr. Bell and Mr. Dragon, please listen here. And this project, dead load is not available. Superimposed dead load is nil. There is no dead load available. But live load is 144 PSF. Clear? This is the given data. Now we need to calculate WU, dead load, WU live load. First of all, you need to calculate this. In this case, when you are calculating the final dead load, 60 PSF plus self weight of the self-weight of the slave. But in this case, when I am calculating dead load, it will be only self-weight of slave. which is equals to, as I can see, gamma concrete multiplied by the thickness of the slab, that is 7 inches. And over here, 60 plus sulfate can be gamma concrete multiplied by 7-inch thickness of the slab. This 7-inch can be calculated by 7 divided by 12, which gives you, and gamma concrete value is 0.15, which gives you the answer. Like, for example, what will be the answer? Let me calculate. It is 0.087. Dead load is 0.087 KSF. And over here, and this and your project which you will solve in your home, this project will be 60.087. Clear? Clear, Mr. Dragon and Mr. Bell. Now after that you can calculate, after these well you can calculate WU dead load, WU live load. What is WU dead load? 1.2 dead load value. That dead load value is this one. And over here WU dead load equals to 1.2. Dead load, that value is this one, like 60.087. This will be the WU dead load. And same over here, like dead load value is 0.087. This will give you the WU dead load. Similarly for live load, WU live load equals to 1.6. Live load, what is the live load value? 0.144 KSF. 0.144 should be put here. You will get the answer of WU live load and WU dead load. Clear? Do you have any question? And total WU is the summation of these two values. Add these two values together, you will get the total WU. Do you have any question, Mr. Dragon and Mr. Bell? Listen.
Teacher, could you please take a photo, send it to our WeChat group?
Okay.
Thank you.
It's sending. The picture is sent in your WeChat group. Just open it and see this picture. That listen and see on the screen, dear students. Dead load, and this example is there is no dead load value available. Live load value is 144 PSF. But in your project, dead load value is 60 PSF and live load value is 50 PSF. Okay. When you are calculating the dead load, the final dead load that will be is equals to self weight. And this project, there is no value of dead load, so that's why it is equals to self weight of the slave. Mr. Jimmy. Okay, listen. In this case, dead load will be equals to self weight of the slave. But in this case, dead load is 60, the given value, plus self weight of the slave. Over here, dead load is self-weight can be calculated by unit weight of the concrete multiplied by thickness, which will gives you the answer 0.087 KSF. Over here, 60 plus self-weight of the slab, it will gives you the answer 60.087. After that, you can calculate WU dead load and WU live load. Dead load is 1.2. WU factor dead load can be calculated by multiply with 1.2, and live load can be multiplied with 1.6. Okay. And a similar way, WU dead load multiplied by 1.2 and WU live load will be calculated by multiplied by 1.6. Clear? Do you have any question? Yes, dear students, if any one of you have any question, please ask me.
You can continue.
Okay. So when you have these values like when you have CA negative, CB negative, CA positive dead load, CB positive, all these coefficients, if you have these coefficients and W dead load, W live load and total WU, put these values in these four formulas, you will get the moment values. These moments will be calculated. This is NKIP fit, multiply with 12, you will get the answer NKIP inches. Okay. Once you have calculated the moments for panel 1, this is panel 1. Once you have calculated these values for panel 1, now we can calculate for panel 2. Now can you please tell me? This is panel 2. This is panel 2. Can you see that? Panel 2 is matching with which case? Can you please tell me? Mr. Dragon, you should tell me. Panel 2 is matching with which case? This is the shape of panel 2.
8. Number 8. Case 8.
No. You know why? Why you are wrong? This is LA side. This is LB. This side is continuous. This side is continuous. And this side is continuous. You can see that one LA side is discontinuous. See this panel, this is panel 2. One LA side is discontinuous. So match it with one LA side is discontinuous. Find it.
Case 9.
Case 9. This LA side is discontinuous. LB, two sides are continuous and one LA side is continuous. As you can see, it is matching with this. So it is case number 9. It is not case number 8. Okay. So for panel 2, as you can see here, for panel 2, it is case number 9. Okay. Once you have decided this is case number 9, and M value, as you can calculate it by the dimension LA and LB dimension, which is same for all the panels, 18.83 divided by 23.83, which gives you the answer 0.78, which is approximately equals to 0.80. So we have selected 0.80. And the coefficient values, the same way, coefficient values will be calculated by using these 6 tables. This is for CA negative. The value is 0.075. Similarly, CB negative value is 0.017. CA positive dead load is 0.029. CB positive dead load is 0.010. CA positive dead load is 0.042 and CB positive live load is 0.017. Once you have all these coefficient values and we have already calculated the value of W dead load and W live load and total W. You put these values and these four formulas, you will get the four moment values. Clear? Do you have any question?
Teacher,
Yes, please.
the unit, you like this 8.91 K gun FT. Why? I don't know the unit.
This is kip fit. We
The,
call it
the
kip
next
fit.
one,
This is kip. We call it kip fit, means kilo pound and to fit. And this 106.9 is kip inches. When you want to convert this fit into inch, multiply this 8.91 multiply with 12, you will get the answer, that is 106.9. Clear?
I'm confused that the 3.24.
Yes.
Why is FT gun K?
It's same. No problem. It is not being confused. Kip fit or fit kip is same. Kip fit unit or fit kip is same thing. It is just like that Mr. Dragon and Dragon Mr.
Oh no.
Okay, nothing new. The name is same. Do you have any other question? Okay, let's move towards the third panel. Mr. Bruce Wayne, this is your turn. Can you please tell me? See, this is panel number 3. This is panel number 3. Panel number 3 is matching with which case? Can you please tell me? This is cases. This is panel. As you can see, this is LB side and this is LA
Case
side.
A.
Case, which
I
one?
think case A.
Case number 8. Yes, this is case number 8. This is case number 8. You can see that this is LB side, which is one side is discontinuous and all the remaining sides are continuous. So this is case number 8. So let's move towards panel number 3. This is panel 3. So the case number is 8. LB side dimension is 23, LA side is 18.83. So M value is the same, 0.80. Find out the coefficient values for case number 8. That is, you can see CA negative value is 0.055, CB negative value is 0.041, CA positive dead load is 0.032, CB positive dead load 0.015, CA positive live load is 0.044, and CB positive live load is 0.019. Clear? Once you have all these 6 coefficient values, use these 6 coefficient values to find out the moment values, and also you have the same value of WU dead load, WU live load, and total WU. Put these values in these 4 formulas, you will get these 4 moments. These are kip fit or fit kip, and these are kip inches or inch kip. Okay. And the final one, who will reply? Mr. Charlie, it's your number. Miss, this is panel number 4. Panel number 4 is matching with which case? Mr. Charlie, please you reply. Where is Mr. Charlie? Is he available or not? I guess he is not here. Mr. Fario, can you please reply?
Case 2.
Yes. Mr. Dragon, I didn't ask you. Well, your answer is correct. This is case number 2. Okay. Well, this is case number 2. So we can say that panel 4 is, let's move towards the panel 4. Yeah, this is panel 4 and it is case number 2. Clear? So M value, as you can calculate it by using the dimension LA and LB. So the M value is 0.80 and we can calculate or we can find the moment coefficient values from all these 6 tables. Case 2, M value is 8. So use these values together, you will get the answer that CA negative value from this is 0.065. CB negative value is 0.027. CA positive dead load, which is 0.026. CB positive dead load, which is 0.011. CA positive live load, which is 0.041. And CA positive live load, CB positive live load, which is 0.017. Clear? Once you have calculated, you have found all these 6 moment coefficients from these 6 tables, use these values, 6 moment coefficient values and value of WU dead load, WU live load and total WU, you will get the moment of all these 4 moments when we calculated by using all these 4 formulas. Clear? Once you have calculated all the 4 panel moments, each panel have 4 moments. As you can see, if you remember, this is if you can see this diagram, as you can see, let me show you in the large way. This is the diagram, as you can see here. This is LB side and this is LA side. At LA side moment, which is lying at the outer edge, that is MB negative, and at the center it will be MB positive. And at LB side, the moment at the outer edges will be considered as MA negative, and at the center it is MA positive. Clear? So once you have these moments, now we can draw this. These are my panels. Let me show you. These are my panels. This is panel number 1. As you can see, this is panel 1. This is panel 2. This is panel 3. And this is panel 4. Similarly, all these panels are panel 1, 2, 3, 4, panel 1, 2, 3, 4, panel 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Clear? So that's why we are just using the one design, that is panel 1. This panel 1 design is same for this panel, same for this panel, and same for this panel. Similarly, for panel 2 design is same for another panel 2 design. Panel 3 design is same for all the panel 3s, and same panel 4 is same for all the panel 4s. And once you have calculated the moments for all these once we have calculated these moments for all the panels, like this is panel 1, the 4 moments are, this is MA negative, MA negative, MB negative, and MB negative. This is MB positive, and this is this is MB positive, and this is MA positive. Clear? Similarly, on another side, all the moments are being applicable. And one more thing which you need to understand, that M negative at non-continuous end is equals to 1.3 of M positive. You can also use this value, that M negative, this M negative, you can see this is M negative, which is at the non-continuous end. This is the non-continuous end. which is 1 by 3 of m positive. This is the 1 by 3. It is the third part of, means if I divide 1 by 4.78 divided by 3, which is approximately equals to 1.19. So you have so many values over here. Once you put all these values in this diagram, you have to select only 3 values to design. What are those values? From these negative moments and at this center, like at the non-continuous end, which value is bigger value, 1.5 or 1.79? So I will select 1.79 because the design will be for the bigger value, 1.79. Similarly, for all positive values, there are I have selected this value because it is the larger value at non-continuous end, and at the positive side, find out which value is the bigger one. There are so many values at the center. Which value is larger from all these 8 values? The larger value is 5.37. So I have selected this one. At the continuous end, these are the continuous end values. You can find out which value is the larger value. So I have selected this is the largest value, that is 8.91. Okay, so that's why I am using this 8.91. So I have selected 3 moments from these so many values, 1.79 for 5.37 for positive moment in the slab, 8.91 for negative moments at continuous ends, and 1.79 for non-continuous ends. Clear? Do you have any question, Mr. Dragon, Mr. Charlie, Mr. Bell, and Bruce Wayne? And this selection of these moments, this is very important step. Okay. The calculation of moment is not very difficult task. You have 4 formulas available. Just put the values, you will get the answer. But what will you do after you collect all the moment values? Mr. Dragon, Mr. Charlie, Mr. Bell, Mr. Bruce Wayne, any one of you, do you have any question? And selection of these values. Yes, please. Any question? Bruce Wayne, do you have any question? Okay. Mr. Tom, Miss Sue, Marcus, Wade, September, any one of you, if you have any question, please ask me. Mr. John, Mr. Sean. Mr. Joe, the monitor of the class. Vector, Fecker, Brown, William, if any one of you have any question, please ask me. This is the time. If you are not understanding any step, you can ask me any question. I will explain it again and again until you are not understanding. Yes, Mr. Dragon, do you have any question? And the selection
No
of the
question.
moments. No question. Mr. Fario,
You can
do you
continue.
have any question? Mr. Charlie, Skyla, Mr. Allen, Mr. Bell, do you have any question?
No question.
Did you understood that how we are selecting these moments? As I told you,
I understand.
okay, this is MA negative, MB negative, MB positive, MA positive, MA negative, and MB negative. Put values like this, okay, and these panels. Once you put these values here, select the bigger values. And for example, this is my non-continuous side. From this non-continuous side, which value is bigger? That is 1.79. Okay, I have written over here. And then from the center values, there are 8 centered values. Which value is bigger? That value is 5.37. And at the continuous side, the value which is bigger, that is 8.91. So I have selected these 3 moments to design the complete slab area of steel. If you don't, yes, Mr. Cobb, do you have any question? Okay. Once you have calculated the moment, you have 3 moments. Center A means the value which is at the center, the value which is at the continuous end, and the value which is at non-continuous end. This is the centered value 5.37. This is the continuous end value, and this is the non-continuous end value. Clear? These are the 3 values which I am going to use. So I have 3 values like MU 5.37 at the center. It is positive value. As I told you, these values are positive. MA or MB are positive. And at the non-continuous or continuous end values are negative values. Means this is 8.91 and it is 1.79. And as I told you before, that when there is B value is not available, then always you have to select it 12 inches. This is 12 inches. Assume it is 12 inches. Area of steel can be calculated by the formula which I told you. Area of steel AS is equals to rho BD. Clear? Do you know what is D? The effective depth of the member. If for example D is equals to HF minus 1, where HF is 7 inches and this numerical minus 1, which gives you D value that is equals to 6 inches. And B is given here, that is 12 inches. Rho value can be calculated by this biggest formula that I told you, 0.85 FC prime over Fy 1 minus square root 1 minus 2 mu value divided by 0.85 phi FC prime BD square. This is the formula to calculate the steel ratio. Mu, these values will be put here. This is Mu. Phi value for slab, that phi value is equals to 0.9. FC prime is 3 ksi and Fy is 40 ksi. Clear? Put these values and this formula, you will get the answer of area of steel, that is equals to 0.31, 0.53 and 0.13 inch square. And area of steel AS minimum can be calculated by this formula. Can be calculated by this formula, that 0.002 BH. H value is 7 inches, B value is 12 inches. So this will gives you the answer, that is area of steel minimum, that is 0.144 inch square. Okay, if your area of steel is less than this value, this area of steel value is less than this area of steel AS value is less than AS minimum, then your governing steel will be 0.144, as you can see. And if this value is greater than 0.144, then you have to use 0.31. As you can see, you have to select the bigger value from these two, that is 0.31 from these two values, 0.53 from these two values, 0.144. Clear? By using these values, these governing values, these values, use the table number, as I told you before, use these values to find out the area of steel. This area of steel will be used to calculate the number of bars and their spacing, corresponding spacing. The table which I provided you over here, you can use this table. The table is over here. Yeah, this one. Table A3, areas of bars for slabs. Find out the value which is given. For example, my first value is, what is my first value? Let me show you. My first value is 0.31. Yes, this is the table. Find out where is 0.31. The value which is available here, that is exact value, is means number 4 bar at the rate of 7.5 inch, but I am providing 6 inch. Why? As I told you in the previous class, for the overlapping of steel, all these dimensions should be as, so that we can provide the area of steel for the ease of the labor, so that they can provide this equal spacing for the bars. Clear? Similarly, my second value, as you can see, second value is 0.53 and third value is 0.144. Let's find out 0.53 and 0.144. 0.53. Instead of 0.53, there is no 0.53. I am selecting this value. Number 4 bar at the rate of 4 inch center to center, and 0.144, I am providing this value. Number 3 at the rate of 9 inch center to center, so that we can merge all these steels together. Clear? Do you have any question, dear students? When you come to my next class, your design till this step should be completed. Instead of 7.5 inch, I have selected 6 inches. Instead of 5 or 6 inches, I have selected 4. Instead of, this is a little wrong. This is number 3. Sorry, dear student. This is number 3 bar. Okay. This is number 3. This is mistake. This is number 3 bar at the rate of 9 inch center to center. Well, let me change it. I cannot change it here. This is the picture which is important, but this is number 3. Okay, this is bar number 3. Okay, use these bars over here. This is bar number 3. This is mistake. This is bar number 3. number 3 bar at the rate of 9 inch center to center. And by these A number, this just we have named them. This A number of steel is number 4 at the rate of 6 inches. B number steel is number 3 at the rate of 9 inch center to center, and C is number 4 at the rate of 4 inch center to center. When we are combining these steels together, you can see that after at every 16 inches, 18 inches, or 20 inches, or 24 inches, these steels can overlap each other. That's why we have selected 6, 9, and 4 inches. Till now, if you have any question, dear students, please ask me. Your slab design will be completed till this step. This is the slab design. After this slab design, we will study in the next class that how to transfer these loads from slab to the beam. And this step, we will study how to transfer the loads of the slab towards the beam, and then after that step, you will be able to design your beams. Right now, there are 3 panels in your project. You have to design your 3 panels of the project. When you come to my next class, I will check your 3 panels of design. Okay. Do you have any question, Mr. Dragon, Mr. Bell, and the rest of the class? Dear students, the second section of the class is going to be ended here. Please join this meeting again so that I can mark your attendance. And in the meantime, if you have any question, please ask me. So dear students, do you have any question, Mr. Bell, Mr. Dragon, and the rest of the class? If you have any question, please ask me.
Teacher,
Yes.
how to calculate the AS minimum?
AS minimum is being calculated as I told you over here. It is 0.002 BH. B value is given in this question, that is 12 inches. Okay, and H value is the thickness of the slab, that is 7 inches. Put these values together like 0.002 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 7, which gives you the answer that will be equals to 0.144. Clear? This is your area of steel minimum. Yes, Mr. Dragon. Understand?
Maybe.
Listen, if you didn't understood, you can ask me again. Sir, I didn't understood. See on the board. If you are not understanding, see. Listen. Mr. Dragon, Mr. Bell, please listen here. If FC prime is 3 KSI, Fy is 40 KSI, then AS minimum formula will be 0.0018 BHF, where B value is, and this project and this example, B value is 12. Assume this value. This B will be always will be equals to 12 inches, and H value will be, which is given in this question, that is 7 inches. These two values are same in your project. When you are designing your project, B will be 12, H will be 7 inches. Okay. The formula is dependent on these values, 3 and 40. If this is 3 KSI, this is 40. AS minimum formula will be 0.0018 BHF. If this is 4 KSI and this is 60 KSI, then your AS minimum formula will be 0.002 BHF. Clear, Mr. Dragon? So if I want to calculate this one, 0.0018 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 7 inches, which gives me the answer. The answer is, for example, 0.0018 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 7. This answer is 0.15 inch square, and from this 0.002 BHF means multiplied by 12 multiplied by 7. This will give you the answer exactly 0.168. It means 0.144 or 0.15. This is the exact formula that we are using in this question, that is 0.0018 BHF. So you have to use, it depends on your choice. If these values are given, I didn't remember, what is your project values? What is FC prime and FY? Let me confirm. Let's confirm. Chapter number 4. That's here. It is 3 KSI and 60 KSI. So it means you can assume any value. Like if you want to use the formula like AS minimum 0.0018 BH or AS minimum can be calculated 0.00, this is 0.002 BH. You can use any formula, it depends on your choice. Okay, when you are solving your project according to these values, these are the mixture of those two, 3 KSI and 60 KSI. So it means you can use any value from these two formulas. Either you want to this one use, or either you want to use this one. Both are acceptable. Okay. Okay, Mr. Dragon, did you understand right now?
Yes.
Mr. Bruce Wayne, do you have any question? Mr. Bell, Mr. Charlie, and the remaining class, Miss Brenda, Miss Ariel, Miss Alyssa, Mr. Sevan, whatever, all the class, I am asking from all of the class. If any one of you have any question, please ask me. Is there any question? Well, you have the opportunity available when you are solving this numerical at home, when you are solving the project at home. If you have any question, please ask me anytime. Okay, I will try to reply you. I will try to guide you. Okay, dear students. Let me mark your attendance. There are 74 students present now. The time is ended now, so let me mark your attendance first. Then you all will be free from my side. Well, dear students, this is lecture number 13 of Principle of Concrete Structure Design, and we have studied in today's lecture the two-way slab design. It's a huge example. Right now I am marking your attendance, and there are 74 students present now out of 104. Today is 30th September. Okay, dear students, your attendance has been marked. Thank you. Thanks for your presence. If you have any question, you can ask me anytime. Well, see you in the next class, dear students. Bye-bye.